Hey, this is Philip Wiley. I just decided here today that I was going to go out and get some equipment to record remotely, to be able to record in the field at conferences, and meetups and so forth. I see a lot of people doing that, and wasn't something I exactly had to do, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity to be able to get some podcasts recorded at conferences, because sometimes there's times you may run into someone that otherwise you may not see. I may be in another country at a conference, so the opportunity is there. I don't want to miss out on an opportunity for someone to interview. So one of the things I looked at was getting some portable equipment. I see some other podcasters doing that. I was podcasting for ITSP Magazine at RSA this year in Broadcast Alley. So I decided to get some equipment. And so I already had a pretty nice setup at home. And when I went out and purchased some of the equipment, I needed a mic to go along with it. So one of the first pieces of equipment I got here was this Tascam Portcapture X8. It's a high resolution adaptive multi recorder. So this is made specialized for recording in the field. It actually has ports on it for mics, for XLR mics. So you don't have to use the XLR mics. Part of the reason I went with this instead of some of the other options, they had some other options that I really kind of liked better, but I went with this option because it has mics built into it. So I'm kind of unboxing here. So this is what it looks like. So this is the recorder. But on the sides, it has these XLR ports so you can connect a mic to it. Also, it's got portable mics that you attach on the end to record with. So it's sometimes they refer to these as a field recorder. So you're able to take this out at conferences. Sometimes people that work for the media will do this. Will use these to record. Several years ago at Dallas Hackers Association, one of the meetings there, someone from the local PBS NPR radio station came in and interviewed some of us for a piece they were doing on ethical hackers and the hacking community. So they had the little portable mic and they recorded with it. There's all different sizes of these. You can get smaller ones. Sometimes people will use it to take notes if they're just planning a school project or just anything in general where they need to take notes. You had some of the old school recorders where people would record stuff that use tapes, but we've moved more to a more of a digital media. And this uses SD cards to store for storage. But these are what the little mics look like that goes on there. So you can see the mic that goes on there, and there's two of these. So that just plugs in, and then you screw on there to make it stable, or to make sure the mic doesn't come undone. But there's two of those that goes on there. And so when you're out in the field, when you're recording, there's two different mics, mic 1 and 2. And so you can record like that. So you can just go up, ask someone questions. Like sometimes you'll see people at conferences, especially something like RSA or Black Hat, some of those really big conferences that you see a lot of vendor participation in, even sometimes like a DEF CON or something. But at any rate, I got this to do some recording with. Thought, there's a couple opportunities. I've got some conferences coming up and I'll be on site. The mic I got was the Shure SM58. So my normal podcasting mic is the Shure SM7B. So I like the Shure mics. They make pretty good mics. I've got a wireless mic by Shure that I used when I started Pwn School. I needed a mic to use like a PA system, and we're also streaming. So I got like a wireless mic, and it worked out pretty well. So that's kind of reasoning I've kind of went with the Shure mics. And so this mic comes with a bag to store the mic in, as well as the mic mount. So if you have a stand for your mic, You can put that on there. So I need to look into possibly a couple of portable stands to carry with me. And so that mounts like this, and you have your mic stand on there for your mics. And as I said, it's got like a little case that you put the mics in to store to carry. I got 2 of these to start off with. This little device will support four separate mics. So the goal is to pick up a couple more, because there's cases like at RSA in Broadcast Alley when I did my interview on cybersecurity content creators. I had Nahum Sek, Jason Haddix, and Daniel Miesler on the podcast. So at any rate, I was kind of inspired from that. This is kind of fun. I saw Paul Security Weekly at one of the last DerbyCons recording on site. So I thought it's kind of something nice to add. This is basically just for the audio, but I also have a Sony ZV-1 that I was using for my streams, but I recently went to an Insta360, the Insta360 Link, because it's a webcam. It doesn't require like a cam link to stream the video. I was doing a webinar for my employer, and we're using GoToWebinar, and it didn't recognize the Elgato cam link. So at the recommendation of Jason Haddix, I got the 4K camera that he's using that I'm recording with right now. And so I've got the Sony ZV-1 if I want to take on site with me. You can put it on a tripod, so between that, or I can just record just sound. So that's the way I started out the Hacker Factory, was just sound. But with my new show, the Philip Wiley Show, I've been using video just to get content onto YouTube. But at any rate, I just wanted to kind of share that setup for people that may be interested in podcasting. So this just uses a micro SD card. So I record to that. You take that back to your computer, download the audio, and do what editing you need to do, build your podcast and upload it. So just wanted to share that. And if you're interested, I'd be happy to upload more or share more content on my content creation setup and kind of the podcasting process. I can actually go through that at some point too. It's a lot less involved than what you would think. A lot of it's kind of trial and error and learning on your own. So at any rate, thanks for watching.